Hi guys, this is Diggs86. I'm really excited about this trailer, but I'm not gonna do a reaction because I was mostly confused. Because there was just so much going on screen, and everything is brand new and very fast paced. So I had to slow it down just so I can comprehend and really begin to appreciate it. Because I initially didn't. I'm excited, but I didn't appreciate what they've done so far because everything's so different. Because with Kazuya's, at least it was new, but he needed something new for the longest time, and I guess the same could be said for Jin. So I'm gonna make this video basically going over his moves and his differences and all the weird stuff that I can't understand yet. It's gonna be fun. So in his first part, he does a move that looks like a fancier version of Devil Jin's down back 2 into a while standing 4, down 1 into a forward forward 2, which ends up putting him in the other side like Devil Kazuya's forward forward 2 on a counter hit. It's pretty dope. What I think is interesting is that I do the same normally with Devil Jin, down back 2 while standing 4, and if it gets blocked, I normally would do the absorb move, this back 1+3 or 2+4 to do that. I guess in this trailer here, forward 3 was enough time to hit while or impact while Jin has the activation from down 1. Those are also, for those who don't know, down 1 absorbing is Devil Jin's normal thing. So that makes up for his Tekken 7 version when they took out the crush property. I'm really happy about that. Now this looks dope. Does a side step 2, has to be a side step 2, into a crouch dash 4, which is into a jumping downward palm strike or whatnot. That side step 2 looks a lot like Devil Jin's while standing 2. So I can't wait to see what happens. It's better, at least I'm happy to have a side step 2 again like back in Tekken 3 and Tag 1. That's going to be pretty dope. What I'm curious about is if that side step 2 only allows for the crouch dash 4. If it's crouch dash, you might be able to get, more utility out of it. So I hope it, at least if you just do it by itself, it does a launch. That'd be pretty dope. Can't wait to see what happens. And that red eye effect is pretty dope too. Now this right here was another, WTF moment. Did a crouch dash 1 and did a, left right jab 1-2 and then an upward claw like strike that sent the character into a bound state. Did back 3 into Zen and then 1, and then it looks like maybe it's going to be a 1+2, and that resembles Devil Jin's back 1+2. I think it's going to be great for follow-up for combos and to get to a wall to continue the assault. But that it looks crazy with that upward strike. Now here's another visually crazy one. After down forward 4-4 gets blocked, or tsunami kicks gets blocked from Kazuya, Jin retaliates with a 1+2, which goes into an ignition for heat, or whatever they call it, and he runs in for what looks like a laser scraper in slow-mo. And the thing is, it's slightly different. It looks more something like he's losing control versus what he normally does. It actually has the elbow to the face as opposed to the palm strike to the face, and then claws upwards. Then he does what looks like a shoryuken or a crouch dash, punch from Iori, from SNK or Kyo or Kyo, and then does a kick at the end of it with all of his effects in the middle of it. However, the reaction for the hit at the last part looks like that of side step 2 from Devil Jin, where he's landed and they're still on the floor, and they're still in the air and they're about to hit the floor. He could follow up with a combo. So that's pretty interesting to see what he can do afterwards. Alright, so here Jin does a counter hit forward 4 into Zen, and we see that he has a new 1 strike with the upward claw swipe, which puts him into a bound state. And then he activates the heat by doing down forward 1+2, which is a generic version. It looks like while standing the 2 and while standing 1-2 for Jin, and for Devil Jin looks like forward 2. From there, in the bound state, he does 3-1 to Zen 3+4, which grants good plus frames on block. It looks like it's way faster here, and kicks your opponent all the way away. I don't know. I wonder if there's a mid kick now, because you couldn't get that to hit for your life, even though for 1 step while standing 2 or crouch dash 1. See what happens. Now here's my favorite part of the whole damn trailer. Is mainly because it's a bunch of utility. This move that he starts off with looks like a forward 3 because it hits mid, and then the punch hits mid. I initially thought it was 3-4, but that's a high. These look like it hit mid. It looks like a joining between forward 3 and then down forward 1. So they got that going on, and then forward 3 into the mid punch, getting into the heat or ignition, and then he runs from range 0.5 to range 0, all for Kazuya to try to hit him back, and he stops it with the power stance, which finally gives some sort of attribute. In this case, he gets a wall splat, and it looks like from here with this power stance, there's a omen utility. He has like a built-in omen properties in there. What we get to see right now is a Thunder God Fist or Crouch Dash 1. I'm hoping we can become more creative, and I wonder if he can even like do a Crouch Dash 1 upwards, so he can maybe go through the floor. But I'm happy for what I got right now, because it'll be a nice little flex at the end of matches when you set it all up. I can set this up, and this is going to be amazing. But he does a Thunder God Fist into a Savage Sword. It puts him into a state where he can't seem to roll over really quickly, but we'll see how it goes at the end. But we got Omen, boys. We got Omen again. It's going to be amazing. And this part right here, he does a 4-4-2, which actually lands on hit, and it initiates the or starts the heat, and then he starts that running nonsense, and then he does a laser scraper into a bound, and then he does back 3 into Zen 1, and it goes into the 3+4 air throw or kick, little soccer kick. They should have done that a long time ago, because it looks like his generic, Zen 1-3 right now, but it turns into the kick part rather than, carry to the walls and stuff, because sometimes you can't even get to the wall, at least in Tekken 7. But I like what they did here, but this could have been done a long time ago. Now for the last part here, it does electric wind hook fist into a rage art, and does a right-handed crouch dash 1. Devil Jin tattoos come on his face, and a wing comes out and it disappears, and then he punches through. This looks like the most unenthusiastic, uninspired rage art that there can be. Like, this doesn't look fun at all, not for me anyways, and I don't want to seem all negative. It is what it is, but I didn't really like the rage art he had from the last one either. I felt they could have just did more, camera angles wise, just lore wise. They could have just did some more stuff. I mean, when you look at Devil Jin, right, he has a down back 1+2, and he holds that down. It looks amazing, and we're getting this punch that goes through a person and they still have a chest cavity. I don't care for it. It's gonna be what it is, but I think they could have did better. Anyways, not to negative Nancy this thing. Let's try to keep it going. So what I've learned so far, crouch dash extensions with glowing eyes. So far I peeped sidestep 2 into a crouch dash, which is signaled by the eyes lighting up. Seems to have a mix-up potential on there. And it's the same thing with the power stance. It seems to be different though, because when you have the regular without the ignition, you just seem to just do like a regular crouch dash stuff. Whereas if you have the heat with the power stance, you seem to be doing omen stuff. So hopefully you get more than just a Thunder God Fist. Kazuya was able to do an electric wind hook fist and put you back on the wall again, flipping just like that. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully you get all of the moves. The hell sweeps, the electrics, maybe even a little, not the 10 hit, but it's less than a 10 hit. It's like the whole combo. I just want everything, just to make it fun. But it seems that if you do moves while you're when you're in heat, you get to do omen stuff. But it might be just when you do the power stance on this case. So it's going to be some time to figure that out later, but I'm excited about the potential with all of this so far. My roommate's sleeping, so I can't get excited as I like to, but I can't wait to use this omen stuff. Anyway, what else we learned? You have 1-2 and then what looked like an up 1, which gives this Devil Claw to go upwards. He seems to be able to do the same thing from forward 4 into Zen, but I'm unsure about how he did it. I don't know if it's one of those characteristics of Zen being able to be cancelled from a crouch dash or what, because you're able to do it from 1-2 like naturally. So I'm gonna see how that plays out when they get more time. Also, to recap about the Zen extensions, we have this other one after 2-4. You allows a spin, and then you can go into Zen from there. It's pretty dope if people try to stop you from going into Zen. It would be even more dope if it went over mids, but that'd be too good probably. So that's pretty cool. And then afterwards you have this other one where you got, you know, back 3-1, and then it goes into 1+2, which resembles Devil Jin's thing. And you have the other one where it goes to Zen 1, and then it goes into the throw, which is pretty dope. I about covered every move that I could see. I like pretty much everything that they're doing. I just think it's funny how Kazuya is he's just taking over everything. He's got an LLRK, he's got the absorb move and everything. He's got everything going on. It's a wonderful thing. Anyways, like, subscribe, share my stuff, man. Like, come on. If it helped you, you know, show some love. Take care. Enjoy.